Okay, let's check the quest log type stuff one more time. Also, you notice how when I mouse over an item, the text like populates after a second? I hate that. I wish it just all appeared at once. That adds up to so much spent time just waiting for the text to appear. Oh my god, here it is. Search near the time loop remnants in Proto-Martyr Kefka's marker. What the hell does that mean? Proto-Martyr Kefka's marker. Do I have a map for this zone? Talju. Casa Marshes. I flinched. Sinedra Mountains. We're in Sinedra Forest. There's an X on the forest. I don't know. The forest is this whole zone. Proto marker Kefka's marker? What? What does that mean? Imagine the guy getting, like, you know, interrogated. He's like, so then I was like, I couldn't remember what the lady in the APC said, right? So I went to the forest, and I ran around the forest, and I ran around the farmhouse, and then I ran back around the forest, and then I dug in my bag a little bit, and then I found out that I had a piece of paper that did say what she said, and the guy's just like, are you serious? Please skip ahead. Please, please, God, skip ahead. Get to the point. GTTP, whatever you're talking about. Something up there. You gonna get up again? Shouldn't have. You dummies won't ever find where I hid the key. You're all too stupid. Arlo can't even read. Four Eye Gus is probably too blind to see the red boulder, and Addie's too small to climb all the way up the hill. Cadill treasure hint. Red boulder up the hill. Need to be able to read. The Cadell family treasure. Okay, I remember this path. This goes up to where the medical supplies were. I don't remember if that's where a time bubble used to be. Even if you blockheads find the key, I bet you'll never find the treasure chest. The blue paint is harder to see than red. Guardian. There's the key. None of those connected? In memory of Balthia Kefka, the 429th Proto-Martyr. Oh! Oh, this was one of the things. Right? Freaking God, where is it? Proto-Martyr Kefka's Marker. Okay. So there's that. Is it over there? So we're in the zip code of it. Question is where now? Opening here, okay. Can you dig? No, there's not a digging in this. It's not even a jump in. Oh, there's the blue thing. Not even a jump in this. You think I could dig? Oh, this is for the family treasure. Behold the magnificent treasure of the Cadell family. It belonged to our great-great-great-great-grandpa. P.S. Don't break it, you nitwits. Bracelet of Ecstasy. Oh my god, there was a defensive gear available at the beginning of the game, and I was like, nah, I'll just play like 15 hours without finding defense gear. That's fine. 5% damage absorption, 500 endurance bonus, stamina cost reduction 40%. While grievously wounded, reduce stamina cost of all actions. Neat. Alright, back to where the hell is this thing? I feel like this is too far down the hill. I want to go back up. Need a boss battle? Had a nasty boss battle last night. Guy was like a mesmer. He summoned so many dudes. Near the time loop remnants and proto-martyr Kefka's marker. Okay, I don't know what time loop remnants look like. Is it this, like, is it these lines on the ground? Is this it? I've broken one time loop bubble and I didn't stare at the ground after. I felt such a surge of joy when I found the marker, and it's like, I don't know what to do with it now. Getting really good at fighting those guys, though. I wonder what kind of mechanics the other emotion bosses will have. The boss of ecstasy will stun you in a way that's best not described. He just points a finger at you and you're just like, oh! Hey, Windshark. I'm running in circles in the woods trying to solve the puzzle. The famous Kakashi move from Naruto. 1,000 years of death? No, I was not considering that. I see you got a new weapon. Yeah, I tried changing the element on the halberd thing. Oh my god, where is this thing? Wait, I remember this. I found this long ago and I didn't know what to do with it. Okay. Box S-I-O. Unsealed a vault of forbidden knowledge. Glyph Overwhelm. Grief energy gathers and discharges around you, overwhelming nearby limbic entities and stunning them. I'll try it out next time I get a chance. Glyph, feed on fear. Create a link of pure fear between you and a targeted limbic entity, siphoning vitality from its terrified state. Heals you every second and does damage to them every second. Costs 19 mana per second. My dear Tekez, the mighty oaks of the western woods lie felled, their boughs hewn and their trunks laid bare. Our lumbersmiths toil reshaping the countless timbers of the great work ahead. Already our sight turns to the next forest where yet more trees shall fall in service of our design. Yet our need is vast, copper in great measure and gold greater still. A scaffold did crumble just days ago, and with it our strongest chains lay shattered. Let the forges burn bright and the anvils ring. By week's end we shall require fresh chains and sturdy pulleys, lest our labors falter. As for the crystals which Zargab and Drak did set to their arts, they scarcely yielded the ether propagation that we had foreseen. The miners must delve yet deeper, seeking a greater trove, though I fear our path may lie not in quantity but in wisdom. Perhaps a new conductor must be sought, one to magnify the sphere's proliferation beyond its bounds. And lo, our shroud, its breadth must be greater than we dared reckon. So let us send forth our seekers, that they might unearth fresh veins of ore, for our task hath only just begun. Wave of Wrath. A wave of rageful energy erupts from the ground in front of you and rushes forward, damaging all limbic entities in its path. Glyph Gluttony. A deep yearning discharges a vortex of ecstatic energy, drawing all limbic entities into melee range and stunning them upon arrival. It's AoE pull. A mean prism sigma. Oh, this is a bubble closer. Clauses collapses sigma signature time loops. Okay, so the question is, does that allow me to close? There were what, 2 time loops I have found that I couldn't close? It has worked. We have sundered one of the blasphemous, bulbous apparitions, and with it, its wretched snare of ceaseless torment, gone, dissolved. Yet my heart did sink the moment I beheld the price. The poor Hadians, once ensnared within that infernal cycle, now lay dead at my feet. How can this be? Mere minutes passed as I stepped beyond the accursed bounds of the anomaly. Just before the start of the ritual, I learned once more to behold them. They writhed in their ghostly repetition, still alive. But now they are lifeless. Their bodies lie still scorched upon flattened earth. Did our prism bring this fate upon them, or were they never truly alive within that wretched mirage? Okay, so this is a book that is about someone who closed a bubble. And he went into the bubble and saw people dying, and then rewind, dying, rewind. And he broke the bubble, and they're dead, and he's wondering, did I kill them, or were they always dead, and the bubble was just like an image? Yet we rejoice, for we have our answer. The Amine prisms serve their purpose. The nightmare can be undone. But at what cost? The poor boy, our chosen courier, has perished within the maw of the anomaly. As one draws closer to the midway, where the unseen venom waxes strongest, survival is impossible. So when we close the bubble, we have to send the drone in to drop the thingy in the middle, like a grenade. They had to have someone run in with it. Tekez, ever keen of eye, has bid us look to the ground. Where once the monstrous bulb did stand, the scorched earth is left scarred in twisting furrows, spiraling into the soil. Okay, the thing by the tent. A pattern most familiar to us, akin to those we have found amongst the strange compounds we have forged and now wield. Okay, oh, what's this? My dear Rosetta, I have stepped beyond our walls today. I was not afraid, for the war at last has halted, and by our own labors we have granted the country this fragile peace. But then I was afraid. No, more than afraid. I was struck still, my very soul seized by terror. For the whispers that have reached us, the rumors spoken in hushed and trembling voices, they are true. Demons walk among us. Specters roam the land. I have seen them, Rosetta. With my own eyes I have beheld the wicked things. Maddening spectral shapes writhing in kaleidoscopic colors that defy reason, their twisted forms swirling above the ground, shifting like a fevered dream. And their screams, by Sethris their screams, not the wails of beasts nor the howls of imagined monsters, but twisted, disturbing, and traumatic voices like our own, human and suffering, yet immaterial and ethereal all the same, as though souls were trapped within the maw of these fiends. Mouths, if such things even possessed them, filled not with teeth but with endless agonizing emotions, and they massacred anyone who came close, but only humans. They do not seem perturbed by animals or worms. Worse yet, I know now their source. They spawned from the time anomalies. They lingered near them, they guard them, as if protecting that which should never have been disturbed. This is our doing. It is because of the one we sundered, because of the Amine. Twice now we have condemned our own people, twice now our hands have wrought ruin instead of salvation. When shall it end, Rosetta? When shall we cease to damn those we wish to save, wherein all the madness and ruin lies the answer to this wretched curse? Yours in despair, Hawes. That was when she broke up with him. This is the note. That was when she's like, you know what? I'm gonna try the dating pool again. This one's toast. Okay. Cool. Let's check a couple things. So, I have 2 of those stones. Oh my god, where are they? Okay, they're stackable, so it's the same ones. Anime Prison Sigma. Causing collapse of Sigma signature time loops. How do I identify a Sigma one? I know that the one I went to most recently was not a Sigma. But I don't know how to identify Sigma ones. Also, kind of want to try... Let's see. Feed on Fear. Alright, so I put Feed on Fear on the other thing. And we can try it out. Earliest opportunity. Maybe the color? I don't know. I thought they all looked the same, but I'll admit, there's like a long period of time between seeing each one. So, let's see. Hold on, research.
Find anything? Let's see what the Zeal server has to say about this one.
This gold medallion once belonged to a founding member of the Order of the Eye. It depicts the moment that the 8 scholars rediscovered the Eye of God. They were said to have dropped to their knees in awe at the sight of such a marvel. 8 matching medallions were commissioned to commemorate the momentous event, one for each member. Does she have any new info?
Let me know if you want more.
No. Alright, so here, in the lore, they already closed the bubble before I got here. Here... No, Akasa marches with Jova. That one, I closed the bubble. Vissa Hills, there's a bubble, and I think when I was last there, I didn't have the thing to close it. Sinan, the bubble is underground in the Limbic Forge, but there's a Time Guardian behind a locked door, and I didn't have the means to open the door. Talju, we cleared the Time Guardians, but couldn't close the bubble. So let's go here and see if I can close this one or not. You guys enjoying watching steam come out of my ears for like 30 minutes at a time? By God, I hope so. Oh, let's try this out. Oh, he's gonna split. I'd sent it flying. That thing, it throws it so far. It didn't seem to do damage though. Alright, let's try the other one. Oh, it's damaging it. Look at its health. So it's just like I stare it down and it takes damage and I gain health. Oh, shoot, that's honestly pretty sick. So, hang on a sec. Yeah, so it says it stuns them, but it also launches them into Timbuktu, so I can't follow it up. And then Void does 149 cost for 30 a second, or 70 a second. But then this one, Feed on Fear, is 63 damage a second for 19 a second mana, but it also heals you for a lot. Dang, Feed on Fear might be a new best thing. That might make me swap back to the Polearm of Terror. However, I need to go increase its maximum level. I'm gonna move the heal back to this one. Like, whatever my primary weapon is, I've got the self-heal on it. But I'll need to go, visit the blacksmith kit again. I'm reminded of Drain Life in Warcraft 3 or in World of Warcraft. That's what it feels like. That's so cool. I just killed it by staring at it. He's just standing there, menacingly. There
they are! There they are! There
yes! It matches. Vehicle. I know where these go. I know where these go. The guy that was like, I found a truck full of supplies. I'm looking for the keys for it so I could bring it to help some people. It was the farmer's son. And his son refused to leave until he found the vehicle keys. They were in the time bubble the whole time. Hold on. Oh, interesting. I can't use the Drain Life attack if my endurance is full. I was gonna try to kill that from down here. But I guess since it's labeled like a healing move, it won't let you do that. Yeah, so I have to be damaged to use that. It's pretty efficient, I think, as far as like... damage done versus mana spent. That's good balance, tell Ain't it?